Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is just clear off Zoe's cage because it always accumulates a whole bunch of stuff because it's right by the door, so when we get home, that's just where everything ends up. I like to pick a section to start with, and I just clean that section and then move through the apartment, which is especially helpful since our apartment's so small. So now I'm going to clean off our little island that we have there. Just taking a little dance break, you know, as one does. The island also tends to accumulate a bunch of stuff, so. And now I'm going to light a candle, which I'm like really afraid to use like a cigarette lighter because the fire's too close to my finger. So I use this ridiculous like skewer and I light it with the stove and use that to light the candle. Now it's time to do some dishes. I always like to clean the animals' water bowls because they accumulate so much fur throughout the week from the fur just being on the floor. It gets like all stuck in there. So I like to give them a nice wash, make sure they're nice and clean for them. And then I was just trying to maintain some dishes because sometimes things get really backed up and then our sink is really full. But this time it actually wasn't that bad. We just had a few plates and whatnot in there. My routine always consists of lots of breaks to play with Zoe because she's just too cute to let lay there the entire time. Milo and Zoe do this constantly. They are very playful. Milo looks annoyed, but when he really gets annoyed, he runs away. He really loves her. Sometimes he'll walk up and just rub his little head on her face and she never knows what to do, which is hilarious. Now it's time to do some laundry, which I do sometimes every week, sometimes every other week. But gotta reload that money card because apartment life is paying for laundry. Zoe is always so excited when I come back because normally we don't leave her out of her cage. When we do, she gets really uneasy, so when we come back, she freaks out. Now I'm just picking up her toys, which are always all over the apartment, no matter how many times I pick them up. And then shaking out the little mat that we have there because I can't vacuum it because our vacuum has too much suction and it would just suck the entire mat up probably. Now I'm just getting the vacuum ready so that I can clean our very, very much covered in fur floors. I really probably could vacuum every day and we would still have fur everywhere, but I don't have the time for that. So they tend to get really furry and then I clean them off, which is actually really satisfying to see when they're all clean. Once again, gotta take a little break to play with my Zoe. Now I'm just folding up the blanket and making the couch nice because we constantly move it. It's a tiny couch, so the pillows rarely stay where they're supposed to go because we have to sit there. Now I'm just switching my laundry over. Gotta put the vacuum away now. And time to put the dishes away. Although our apartment is very small, we have a place for everything, so it actually makes putting dishes away really satisfying. Now I'm placing the animal's water back where it goes, and I could not have planned this better that the dog came over right in front of the camera. Like, I could not have made this happen. She just did that all on her own because she was thirsty. And then we have Milo come over. I guess they were really thirsty while I was washing the bowls because usually they don't care when I put the water down, but both of them were so excited. Milo's such a little delicate drinker. He always puts his ears back. It's the cutest thing ever. Now I'm just washing the sink, which doesn't have very good drainage, so it can get really gross because it backs up sometimes and just like gook sits there for too long. So I always have to clean that every week, if not every couple days. Now I'm just unloading my laundry, and Zoe is, of course, wandering back and forth. And now it's time to fold all my laundry, featuring Milo. Some weeks I have more I have to do, some weeks I have less I have to do. It just kind of depends. Obviously, sometimes I have to clean the entire bathroom, sometimes I just have to clean the sink. It depends on the week, but that's a general gist of what I do every week to maintain a relatively clean apartment, which tends to get messy right away, but it's all good.